.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff, who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer. Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What is going on? Oh, I'm a little loud today. Hold on. What?
There we go.
What is going on? It's Chancellor Brewington with West Brewing, with Chancellor Brewington. Yeah. Tonight's gonna be an interesting show. We're gonna do a little story time, probably for the whole time.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. But word of encouragement for today, man, keep going. No matter how hard it looked, no matter how far away it looked, if it ain't good, it ain't the end. There's light at the end of the tunnel. God got a plan for you, whether you can see it, whether you can't, whether you can feel it, whether you can. So just keep going. All right, man. So tonight's story dates back to right after the 2021 season. So going into 2022. So it set date in beginning of late January, beginning of February. So we just finished up 2021 season. And for those that know and those that don't know, it didn't go very good. It was a 3-9 year. Obviously, people said, "Oh, it's the best 3-9 team of all time." But I mean, that is what it is. But so we all get back from December break. We're going to the weight room. We're working out. We're having a really good off season, and there's something just bugging me with my wrist. I'm not really sure what it was. I couldn't really explain it. There was like a pain, and right before I got to Nebraska, I had broken that wrist before, and I had surgery on it, and yeah, so it's bugging me again, and I'm like, man, I think I should tell someone about it because it's kind of swollen up. It's throbbing throughout the night. So I go into the training room and I say, hey, like, hey, you think I could get this looked at? And they're like, the if anyone's been in the training room, they're always gonna say, oh, let's get an X-ray, let's get an MRI on it, and that's kind of what you don't want. You kind of want to deal with it until it gets to that point. But I was like, yeah, let's do a little MRI or X-ray, and not thinking much of it. I go back and they're like, hey, let's put this little brace on it until it gets time. And so I get the X-ray. I'm still working out. It comes back 2-3 days later because there's an in-home X-ray there, and it turns out, man, it's broken again, and either it didn't heal the first time, or it re-broke at some point during the 2021 season, and I was just playing through it, right? And so they say, hey, you need to go see the doctor. You need to go to the surgeon, and he's gonna break things down. We're gonna give him a copy of the X-ray results, and we'll go from there, right? So mind you, I've already had at this point four wrist surgeries before this point, right? So and I've had a shoulder surgery, so I'm 5 surgeries in my college career, man. I don't want to get no surgery, like, for real. Like, I just don't want to. But I go to the surgeon, and he lays out 2 options for me. He says, look, there's a 50-50 chance it heals. I said, okay. I mean, geez, I've never heard of a surgery not being able to work. Like, what's going on here? He says, man, you got to this, and that, right? 50-50 chance. So here's the options. You either get this surgery, and there's a 50-50 chance it works, or you don't get the surgery, and there's going to be further effects down the road, and it could possibly get worse. But nobody knows, like, when it's going to get worse, how it's going to, whatever, right? And so but the way he's explaining it to me, he's explaining that non-surgery option as if it's like it's do or die. Like, that if I go that route, something really bad gonna happen. Like, I'm just gonna be in a game, all of a sudden my wrist is gonna snap or something. Like that's how he's explaining it to me. So I go on, I go on with my day, man. I'm calling all my people. I'm talking to coach, talking to this person, talking to trainers, talking to my folks, my people, friends, family, all these people, right? Just trying to get a gauge, trying to get some wisdom, trying to learn this whole situation, how to navigate. I don't know how to pick, right? So I remember I sit down with my coach, man, and he's like, all right, did you decide? Because he's up to date with everything. Are you going to decide? And I say, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get the surgery. And he said, man, I think that's a good idea. So mind you, this is in February. So I say, what's the recovery time? He says, you're going to be in let's say a cast for 12 weeks. And I said, brother, I ain't doing no cast. I promise you I ain't doing no cast. And then he say, why? I say, hey, I already got two wrist surgeries, did the cast. Like, I got to be able to work out because I also got to gain weight. I got to gain weight for next season. I'm playing this different position. I gotta have a little bit more weight. And so I'm probably at this time, I'm probably 220. I want to get, or 218, 219, sitting around there, 217 some days. But I'm trying to get 225. around 228. If I can get somewhere close to that, man, before season, because you're gonna lose weight, I can be okay. So I'm just thinking ahead, like I'm not gonna do the cast, right? So I'll never forget. I go in for surgery, February. It was early February. I go in for surgery, and I'm prepped. I'm whatever. Doctor comes in or surgeon comes in. We're gonna cut you here. We're gonna do this, whatever. And they put me under. Wake up, and it was a good it was everything went smooth. Woke up. Shoot, anesthesia ain't got nothing on me. I woke up ready to go. But the thing was, they took a bone from my hip, so I couldn't walk. So they're wheeling me out. Couldn't really shower or bathe for a couple days for real, just because I couldn't stand with the bone being taken. And so I get home, and I could see. So my mom's there, and I could see some on her face, and I'm wondering, I'm questioning, I'm not really understanding what I'm seeing on her face. It's almost like it was more than the surgery, and I was kind of confused. So I asked her, I'm like, everything good? She's like, hey, I got to talk to you. This is like the next day. So a full 24 hours has passed at this point. And she's like, hey, the surgeon said something to me. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, he said, man, he said, yeah, you probably, this is his words. This is what this surgeon said to my mom. He said, yeah, your son will never play football again. He's gonna, if he plays football again, he won't be able to carry his child later in life. That's what he said. I won't be able to hold my child. I don't know why you bring my child into it, but that's what he said. He said you won't be able to carry your child. You need to plant the seed in your son's head of not playing football ever. So she's telling me that. She pulled me aside. She's crying from my face. She's crying. And I'm looking at her, and I'm not really the drugs are worn off by now. I'm clear conscious, like I'm understanding what she's saying. And I'm straight faced while she's crying, whatever. And I'm like, I'll be all right. I'll be good. And she's like, no, I don't think you understand. He said you'll never play again. I said, no, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll be good. And she's like, no, he said you'll never carry your kid. Like, if you get hit at the wrong wing, if it snap, if it this, that. And I'm like, no, I'll be all right. He don't know what he's talking about, man. God got me. So that was my response, and I left it at that. So she's kind of looking at me like I'm crazy a little bit, but she has faith as well. So, as the process goes on, you got to get the stitches out, right? So that's the next step in this process. And the post surgery for this was excruciating, because the hip bone, if anyone's ever got something from the hip, my goodness, it's been that's no joke. Anything with the hips, where it feels like you can't walk, man, that's not fun. So inflammation is just all throughout my body, from my wrist to my forearm, bicep to my hips to my glutes. Like, everything's just swelled up, right? So we get the next process is to get the stitches out, right? So there's two different areas, get the stitches out. And so I go in, and the assistant is there, and he's like, yeah, yeah, we heard that it's pretty rough surgery. And I'm kind of already got my guard up going in, because, a person just threatened my dreams. Person just threatened my dreams for real, and spoke death into my situation. Imagine that. Speaking death, speaking no way of life. There's no way of recovery into a situation. He spoke death over his own work. I've never seen that before. I was foreign to that until then. So the assistant is saying, hey, yeah, this ain't going, it's going to be a rough whatever. So we're going to put you in this cast. And I say, no, we're not doing the cast. He says, well, look, like, there's pins, you can't get them, whatever. I said, look, I can't do the cast. I said, put me in something else. I don't know what you got to put me in, but put me in something else. So he's like, look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm like, look, I've been through this road with the pins and everything. I know how to navigate it. He's like, okay, but you can't take it off. You can't do this. Woo, woo. So meanwhile, all this information is getting transferred to Nebraska football, right? So it's all getting transferred. So my coaches are hearing that this, coaches are hearing this, my coaches is hearing this. And so I'm having to every day throw so from probably about I had a checkup every 4 or 5 weeks, right? So I would go get a checkup, and the coaches would instantly be asking, what's going on. Trainers would be asking, what do you say? What do you say? And I said, oh no, he said it's looking good. No, and the whole time when I go in, man, when I go in for a checkup, he's saying, no, 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 this is pretty bad, man. Like, I don't think whatever. So imagine this, every 4 or 5 weeks, I go in for a checkup, and I have this man telling me, I'm never going to play. And he's just constantly speaking this negativity in it. And it wasn't even, there was no ray of hope. There was no, hey, it could work like this. It was like, yeah, no, it's not going to work. Like, it was the most negative, most blunt, and I get having to protect his work and stuff like that, but it was very negative, right? And so I'm having to hear this news every 4 to 5 weeks, and it gets to a point where I'm telling my coaches what I think. I'm not even telling them what the doctors think. I said, no, I'm feeling good. Everything's according to schedule. And I was doing some rehab during this time with this ARP wave machine. If anyone's ever used it, it's a great technology. I would definitely recommend it for anyone who's trying to get some scar tissue out and stuff like that. But so you have to imagine these coaches are hearing this stuff, and then they're hearing what I'm saying, and it's completely opposite, polar opposite. And man, I was just speaking life over my situation every day. Like, anytime a thought came in, like, no, you're not gonna play, I'd just be like, man, I'm gonna play again. Man, I'm gonna recover from this. Man, I'm gonna play again. And so it got to a point where I go in for my last checkup, and I get the surgery date to get the pins out. Okay. So this is right after spring ball. So I missed the whole spring ball. I'm not playing. I'm going through it though, because this is my last spring ball. This is my last spring ball. I don't know when I don't know. Fall camp was a question, man. Like, if I'm gonna be able to play, because meanwhile, the date lineup, I would fully get cleared to even do rehab right before fall camp. So like a week and a half before fall camp, that was when or 2 weeks before fall camp, that was when I got cleared to do rehab. So how was you supposed to rehab for 2 weeks after being out for 6 or 4 or 5 months, right? So that was the problem I was facing, right? But let's take it back now. Right after spring ball, now I have to get these pins out, and it was a very methodical process, I guess. You got to take them out, make sure everything healed right, and everything. And from what he said, everything was like, I look good. Like, oh, what have you been doing? I've been speaking life into this situation, man. I've been praying, man. I've been trusting God on this. Like that was all I had to say. That was all I had to say. According to what was going on, man, I had to speak life into it, because so many people was speaking death into that situation. So I get these pins out. And I wake up, everything's good. And now it sets in, because I have to get stitches. Like 3 weeks before fall camp, right? And then that next week I'll be cleared for rehab and all this stuff, right? So I get these stitches out. And as I'm getting these stitches out, he actually particularly comes in the room while I'm getting these stitches out. He says, look, I want to set a date where I can evaluate you and clear you for play. And so I said, wait. I said, wait, what does that mean? And he says, yeah, so I'll clear you to play football again. And I said, so my fate is in your hands then. So my everything is in your hands. And from the get-go, you spoke negativity into the situation. So why would I trust you during this? And he's like, well, I have to clear you to play. And I'm like, okay, we'll set whatever date you need to set. And he's like, how about this day? Does this day work out? Yeah. Whatever day you set. So then, man, we get the stitches out, and a couple days pass, and everyone's like, hey man, you looking good. Like, and during this time I'm working out. I'm working out, I'm doing all these stuff. I'm trying to get my body in shape. And that's why I had the cast off, so I could, not the cast off, but the readjustable cast where I could bend and flex and do some things with it. So I could the atrophies I had, I could strengthen them during that time. And so I get these stitches out. I move on from the doctor visit, and I'm looking good, feeling good. Fall camp's about 3.5, 4 weeks away, and it's getting to a point where things are real close. And during this time, man, I'm having the head coach at the time. He's questioning if I'm able to go, because the only reason he's saying that, because he could possibly go in the portal and get another tight end, right? So I'm having to really go into my position coach's room and really plead with him, like, look, I'm gonna be okay. And he's like, are you sure? Like, it's not looking good. I have faith in you, but doctor's saying this, and I'm like, look, we're gonna be okay. Like, I'm gonna be okay. And so that news was, and praise God that that coach at the time, man, he never really batted an eye and said, nah, Chance not going, whatever. Like, I think, man, he had faith in me, man. He had faith in me, and I'm grateful for that, because if he would have moved on, it would have been a whole nother battle. But thank God he didn't, and thank God it worked the way it did, though, right? Because I mean, man, if we would have had it our way, it would have been destruction. But so we get we're 4 weeks away from fall camp. And the date he set, man, is like 2 weeks before fall camp. It's right before our break, before fall camp, right? So as the time is getting closer, all the coaches are knowing, all the trainers are knowing, there's a yes or no from the surgeon about to come in. There's a yes or no from the surgeon about to come in. And it gets closer, and everyone's like, hey, got that meeting coming up, right? And I'm like, yeah. And coach coming up, head coach coming up, yeah, I got this meeting, let me know how it goes. I want to hear from you after. Trainer, I want to hear from you after. How's it? You got everything set up, you ready for the meeting? I'm like, yeah. And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it. And then all of a sudden, like 2 days go by. It's 2 days before. And some in me is like, man, you can't go to that. You cannot go to it. And I'm like, wait. I have to go to it. I have to go to it, because at the end of the day, he's the one who clears me. He's like, no. I'm like, no, we don't have to go to it, man. So those 2 days go by, man, and we get up to the day, man, and I don't end up going to the surgeon meeting. And they're calling my phone, they're calling me, man. I'm clicking them. I'm ending their calls. And the next day, everyone's like, hey, what'd they say? Like, man, I didn't go. Like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be good to play. He's like, wait, how do you know? How do you whatever? And I just had to tell people very sternly, like, I'm gonna be able to play. If I can't play, I'll tell you. Like, if I can't go and it's not feeling okay, like, and it hurts and everything's painful, oh, I won't be able to play like myself, and you'll be able to see it. And man, I remember first day of fall camp, everyone was kind of a little, everything was like, are you gonna be okay with this? And I said before I stepped on the field, I prayed. I said, man, God, if this isn't for me, I pray that I would fail today, that my wrist gives out and I can't go anymore. But if it's for me, let me do everything full speed and let it be pain free, or let me be able to work through it at least. And man, was everything that first day was pain free, bro. I can't even describe to you what it felt like. It was like every time we went from drill to drill, it was like, okay. And meanwhile, no rehab. There's no rehab during this. There's no rehab. All the coaches were amazed at this. The trainers were amazed. They haven't seen anything like this. I haven't seen anything like this. I've been through these wrist surgeries, and I had to have extensive rehab before. I've never seen anything like it, bro. And I'm going from drill to drill. Imagine this. You go out to pre-practice, a little 20-minute pre-practice. And there's drills in pre-practice. I'm feeling out these pre-practice drills. I've done a few drills before practice to try to kind of see like, okay, where I'm at with my hands and stuff. But pre-practice, we go through drills and everything's okay. I'm like, okay, we got through pre-practice. And this is after the prayer. So I'm like really, really believing God, like, yeah. So he really gonna answer this prayer, like for real. And so we get through pre-practice, everything good. Indies, everything good. Routes on air, everything good. Special teams, everything good. And now, like, we get to team. We're getting to 7-on-7. We're getting to all these things. And I'm in the fire going full speed. And everything's good. Everything's good. 3 days later, we in pads. Everything good. And I just, man, like, for the first, like, 4 or 5 days, it was almost like I was just walking on clouds, bro. Like, I finally got to do what I wanted to do. And for so many people to speak death into the situation, bro, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. And it got to a point where, bro, I was mid practice, man, got tears in my eyes, man, because I'm so happy, but I'm so joyous and I'm so thankful. Because, man, I don't think we realize sometimes how quickly things can be taken from us and how little of control we have in this life. Like we have very little control, very, very, very little. And to have that answered prayer, bro, like it could have went either way, and we was gonna praise him either way. But the way he blessed me with that was fantastic. Do we have to get to a break here? Probably.
Yeah, if you want, you can go a couple more minutes if you want.
Okay, yeah, let's go a couple more minutes. But yeah, I think that just speaks to the lack of control we have in this life, bro. Like, and there's a little bit more to the story that we'll get on in this next break, but after this next break. But bro, the amount of trust that built, because think about it, from February to late July, man, or early, late July to, I don't know how many months that is. Someone can do the math on that. But to have that type of faith, to have that type of trust during that time, bro, that changes, that builds a certain character inside of you. That changes a heart, that changes a faith process, that changes a way of thinking, that changes a perspective, that changes a bunch of things. And that was the making of something beautiful. And I'm so grateful that a lot of people had their eyes on that situation. And a lot of people were, how should I say, were amazed by that situation. And I think there's one major takeaway is that, bro, that was nothing that I done. There was nothing that I done during that time. Yeah, I slept good, or I took care of my body or whatever, but like that was bare minimum. Like I do that regularly. But man, I heard this before, but when grace comes upon you on your situation, you become a wonder. When grace comes upon you, you become a wonder. And that was a full circle moment, man, when I heard that, and to reflect back onto my situation with the wrist, man. That was exactly what that was. But yeah, we'll take it to a break, and we'll get back.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8. Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Delicious, decadent, scrumptious, delightful. What other words can I use to describe something so good I can't even tell it's healthy? How about heavenly? Chef Bob created heavenly waffles with an incredible fluffy recipe packed with protein and loaded with a plethora of angelic toppings to elevate the experience beyond the typical waffle and syrup. Don't just take our word for it. Join us for Heavenly Waffles Wednesday to experience heaven for yourself.
Enjoy Heavenly Waffles this Wednesday, February 28th from 8 to 11 a.m. in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Parking is available along 11th Street and in nearby garages.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and Air Park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.5% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of February. When you purchase the pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
You did feel the need to cuss in this one. Yeah, you cannot be this mentally fragile. Act like you're a damned NCAA tournament team.
Listen, I'm not going to change the way I tweet.
Do you think Fred saw the tweet? Do you think Fred saw the tweet and called a timeout and they're like, Sorensen's upset? I got to get this.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a life today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Change is only a conversation away when you choose to share your wisdom, time, and heart with a young mind. Together, we can craft a brighter future, one child at a time. Ignite a spark of hope and be someone's guiding light. Find out more about becoming a mentor by visiting teammates.org. Become a beacon of change by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's up? What's up? We're back with What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Previously, we were just talking about this whole journey with the doctor saying I would never play football again and all these things. And we got to just where we got like 5 days into fall camp, and as I was saying, like every drill, every time I went on the field, man, everything was just like a new experience. Like it was just like, okay, God, like we gonna be able to do it today, or is this the day that you tell me no? Like bro, like imagine what that does to your faith, and be able to just form a deeper relationship there. And it got to a point where I think I earned respect, but it wasn't even really because of me. That's the part, though. I guess I earned respect from my peers. I earned respect from coaches and things like that. But I think the biggest point was like, man, that wasn't even really my work at hand, for real. Because if I was just trusting myself, man, that would have been a chaotic journey, man. Too many ups and downs, too many downs. And I think that's one thing that I just think about right now. Like when you're going through something, or when you're having trust and having faith for something, there's a lot of days that probably most of the days during that valley season, during that hard time, are probably going to be not the best days, where things are going to be constantly, attacking you and things like that, of course. But I think to have that peace, to have that joy, not happiness, because happiness is based on a circumstance. You can be happy because someone tells a joke, but if that joke isn't there, are you still happy? But there's a difference between happiness and joy. Man, when you got joy, hey, man, you can be in the wilderness, man. You can be you can be in the wild, man. It can be a rainy day, man. You can still have joy. Joy is something. Joy is something that is long lasting. That carries you through dark moments. That carries you through valleys. That carries you through mountain highs. That carries you through people blaming you for things. People talking down on you, people speaking death into your situation, as we were just talking about. That's what joy carries you through that. But yeah, I would probably just submit this to y'all, like, bro, you just never know what someone is going through, because during that time, guess what? I had a smile on my face for the most part. I mean, I wasn't sad face around nobody. I wasn't complaining to anyone. So during that situation, you would probably thought it was a routine surgery. And I ain't tell none of my peers how bad it was, except for my close friends. Actually, probably not even really my close friends. I didn't even tell most of it. I mean, my mom and dad, that was about it. They really knew. Maybe my boy Buddha, that's like my brother though, so that don't really count. But I mean, other than that, man, it was nobody really knew except for people close in the situation. But to think about, man, what if they would have known? They probably would have treated it different. But what if we just treat everyone like that? Like, what if we just treat everyone like they going like everyone going through life just as they are? Like, everyone is going through life, so why can't we treat everyone like they going through life and love them through that? So I would just submit that to y'all, because you just never know. You never know what someone going through, and I think strong people are able to how should I say? Strong people are able to be strong people are able to go through a harder situation and it not be visibly affecting them. But you never know what's going on internally with everyone, and everyone talks about mental health, how serious that is. Man, encouraging word can change someone's day, because during that time, man, if someone was to compliment me like, man, you put on some weight, you look good, just a simple thing, like, or complimenting something. Remember, we'll watch old film. I'm in a cast and everyone's playing during spring ball, and someone will compliment my play or something, and be like, "Hey, man, I like that. I like the way you did that." And this, bro. It will just, you never know when someone's gonna brighten up your. You're the one to brighten up someone's day. So I would just submit that to y'all, bro. Because, bro, there's some days when some people need it a lot more than you think. But during that time, so let me get to fall camp, right? I'm having a decent fall camp, and I think I get to the end of fall camp, and there's a point, bro, where I'm not even really. I get kind of complacent. I get, just to be transparent, I get complacent in my perspective, not in anything you would see out externally, but internally, I got complacent. Like, I was taking a little. There was a few days, and anyone who's played football will understand how fall camp is. There's times where you got to wake up, where your body is hurting, you're on the verge of injury. Like, there's a difference between, like, oh, like, your pain, like, you got pain and you're injured. Like, I think everyone during fall camp got that pain stage. So I'm in pain, and then, I'm having to do a lot of extra care with the wrist, and it's just getting a little drainy. And you going through this time, and then during fall camp, man, there's days, man, where you don't want to get out of bed. And I think my perspective, it's just crazy how humans are, how we can forget things so easily. Like, we can be so grateful for things out in one stage, and let a couple weeks pass on. Let a couple weeks pass on, unless that was just the greatest revelation you ever had in your life. Let a couple weeks pass on, and see if you don't revert back for a few seconds or for a few moments to what you were living before, like the complacency that you was living in before. But not to say I was out. It was just an internal thing, right? But yeah, I think there was times definitely during fall camp where it got to a point where I'm taking it for granted a little bit. Didn't have that fire, but thank God he definitely restored that during that time and set a fire in me to sustain me through the whole year. And I was just waking up, man, and making sure I was the most ready for practice, the most mentally prepared for practice, the most emotionally prepared for practice, because there's an emotional battle. Waking up at 6 a.m. every day and it be 18, 15, 12 degrees outside, and you gotta go practice outside and go play, go do 9-on-7, go do full contact hitting drills. So just having that joy to sustain you. It was so awesome. It was so awesome. And then at the end of the year, being able to receive that Pat Clark award. Pat Clark Award. I think I'm saying that right. But it's a award where you go through it. It's like comeback player of the year almost, I would say, kind of. I don't know. But it's something like that to where you inspire your teammates through an injury, through an adverse situation, off the field, injury wise. And yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. And to be able to receive that was an honor in itself. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. But man, people still talk to me about it today, man. And I really only have a few responses. One of them being first, praise God, because it wasn't me. And then yeah, it's just so important to stay humble no matter what type of, because as human beings, we can handle a little bit of praise. We can handle a little bit of praise. Praise without, I think it's praise without purpose. It gets a little crooked. But we can handle a little bit of praise. We just can't handle no glory. Glory isn't for us, it's for God. So being able to reflect that to him has been an honor. And I will continue to do that. But yeah, I hope that's an encouraging story for someone who is going through something to where someone is telling them it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I would just submit that to y'all, man. Just keep going. But we got to take a break. You're listening to What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's going on? We're back with What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. We were previously just talking about, I don't even know for real, but probably about I don't even know what we was talking about. But I think that's what I love about this show, man, is that we just flow with what is on the dome. Like, there is nothing, when there's a guest on here, we don't write anything out. It's just free flowing conversation. And I know y'all probably thinking like, hey, is 93.7 The Ticket, Lincoln's real sports talk radio, and you not talking about a bunch of sports right now. What is you talking about? But I think, man, y'all could tune in a little earlier and hear them sports. But I just want to talk here with some real life stuff. And if you're not with it, man, I love you. I love you. But yeah, we was just talking about my whole experience with this wrist, man, and how transformative it was, and how it's something where I have a testimony. How about that? Just thought about it right now. I have a testimony. How cool is that, bro? How cool is that to say, hey man, what's a hard thing that you've gone through in your life? And I get to say that story. And what if it encouraged someone who's going through something very, very close? And that's why I went through it. was to be able to encourage other people who are going through the same thing. So I think that's the perspective we have to have when we're going through something. So is it for us? Are we even going through our suffering for us? Are we even going through our hard times for us? No. Because it's always we can always reflect it and we can always give it back to somebody else. And I know I talk about God on here a lot. I'm sorry. But I'm not, because why? I'm obsessed with him. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him. That's something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about football. I was telling my boy, I'm passionate about high effort football play. Man, put on some tape of a dude going full speed, high effort. Oh, I'll salivate at the mouth. Man, let me get in this Bible, man. I'll salivate at the words in it because I'm in love with it. Seriously. That's the same feeling I have about it. So that's why I talk about it so much. If anyone was to ever wonder, and the fruits that it brings is amazing. But yeah, we're just talking about high effort football play. When you see a guy going full speed, when you see a guy playing with his heart and soul, playing with everything he got. When you see a guy diving, getting up and finishing the play. You ever see a guy throw a block, dive, fall on the ground, run up, throw another block? Man, that's what I love. But that's what life is too, bro. If we can put our heart and soul to everything, if we can steward the little things, just like we want to steward the big things. Like if we can have the type of passion to do the small things, the so-called small things, with the passion we want to do the big things with. Imagine what type of life we'll live. It'll be a pretty abundant life. And we'd be entrusted with a lot of blessings, man. We'd be entrusted with a lot of blessings. But yeah, that's my story. And I hope that blessed someone. I hope that encouraged someone. And know that whole situation, like if it wouldn't went the other way, and that prayer would have went differently, because there's two sides to that prayer that I prayed. If it would have went differently, bro, I would have been not playing football, and I would have had to be okay with it. I think that's the thing that people don't realize, bro, is there was a high possibility. There was a 99, 98% chance. Bro said I had a 0% chance. I'd like to give myself at least a couple. I'll give myself 2%. But he said, yeah, you got a 0% chance of playing. Man, so all odds are against me, man, and I prevailed somehow through grace. I prevailed. None of my own doing. But I think that's a wonderful story, and I'll get to share that with anyone and anyone who's dumb enough to ask, because I'm gonna give them all of it. Like I gave y'all. So I appreciate it. We still got a few more minutes, correct?
Yeah, like 5.
Yeah. Bro, Nebraska basketball.
Yeah.
I'm loving all of it.
You better. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving all of it. I'm loving what the Minnesota team, what the Minnesota coach say, they're playing like a possessed team. I
didn't even see that.
Yeah, he said they just played Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he in a whatever.
And yeah, the press conference.
Yeah, he say they're playing like a possessed team. Bro, what? That's a powerful word, possess. But think about that. Like they're playing with their heart and soul, bro. Like I seen 53 the way 53 play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's 53, right? Or 52? 53 with the long hair.
Alec.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
I think it's 53.
He played with some heart, man. I seen him get a rebound. I seen him tip a rebound to himself, dish it back out, get another board, dish it back out. They break off with a breakaway. He go down there, contest the shot, get the rebound, dive on the floor, throw it to the outlet, go back down, get another rebound. Like, bro, that's man, when you see some guys offensive rebound, that's how you know you got a good basketball team. When they offensive rebounding, that's how you know. I'm talking like I know basketball, but I mean, I played I played a little in high school. But yeah, just to see the level they're playing at, that's awesome. And I think I haven't kept up. I know wrestling beat ASU. And I think baseball are doing pretty good. But yeah, I think it's just a fun time for Nebraska sports. An encouraging time. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to go to some baseball games if I'm in town, man. I wanna go to some baseball games. I've never been to a baseball game. here.
Really?
Yeah, never been.
You should go to a softball game too.
Okay,
Softball is fun as well.
yeah, equality.
Equality, yes.
Equality. Yeah, I'll definitely hit up both.
No, yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
I would say softball is kind of similar to the soccer team, just like really like niche audience.
What is
that's
niche?
there. Like very like it's small, but like a very like it's the same. You're gonna see the same fans there every time.
Very loyal fan base.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's yeah.
like Lincoln Stars.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, man, the Lincoln Stars, man. Y'all didn't go to. I need to find out if they're still playing, man. If they're still playing, they are.
Yeah.
If they got some more home games, man, this weekend.
They have a lot, yeah.
Man, I need to go to another one because that thing was rocking last time, man. I was rocking. This ain't even a paid promo, bro. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go to the Lincoln Stars game, man.
This is not an ad.
This is not an ad, and they ain't pay me nothing. I think I was supposed to get a jersey from other than that, man. Like I'm playing, but no, you need to go to the Lincoln Stars game, man. It was a fantastic time there.
Have you done the puck drop for them?
Yeah, I did that.
You did.
I did that.
So yeah, you should have got a jersey.
Yeah,
you have to pressure them about
should
that.
be coming in, man. I'm gonna wear that, man. I'm gonna wear that on the show next when it come in. Pray it come in, man, because I mean that would be awesome. Little hockey jersey. I've never owned a hockey jersey in my life.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. That was my second hockey game. First hockey game I actually watched. Actually enjoyed. But man, I would definitely indulge in another game.
I've never gone to a hockey game in person.
Yeah, there was almost a fight too.
Yeah.
It was almost a fight. There was John back and forth in the box. They had a penalty box, the substitutions. They was running up. They was running out on the court or the what's that called? The ice. Running out on the ice court, or I don't know what they called it. The ice box. They call it the ice box.
I think it's just
They was running out on the ice, and then people would end up being like two people on, and then there would be three, and then two more would run on, and then, man, it was exciting. It was exciting. I gotta teach them how to hit though. I gotta teach them how to lower that shoulder, man.
We gotta wrap up.
Yeah. We gotta lower that shoulder, that 6-inch rise and blow. But yeah, it's been a fantastic show. I think it's been fantastic. Y'all let me know.
Oh yeah.
What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington? It's your boy. We are out of here.
Delicious, decadent, scrumptious, delightful. What other words can I use?